The Proverbs of King Solomon. Chapter 18. Through desire a man, having separated himself, seeketh and intermeddleth with all wisdom. A fool hath no delight in understanding, but that his heart may discover itself. When the wicked cometh, then cometh also contempt, and with ignominy reproach. The words of a man's mouth are as deep waters, and the wellspring of wisdom as a flowing brook. It is not good to accept the person of the wicked, to overthrow the righteous in judgment. A fool's lips enter into contention, and his mouth calleth for strokes. A fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips are the snare of his soul. The words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly. He also that is slothful in his work is brother to him that is a great waster. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it, and is safe. The rich man's wealth is his strong city, and as an high wall in his own conceit. Before destruction the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility. He that answereth a matter before he heareth it, it is folly and shame unto him. The spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity, but a wounded spirit who can bear? The heart of the prudent getteth knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeketh knowledge. A man's gift maketh room for him, and bringeth him before great men. He that is first in his own cause seemeth just, but his neighbor cometh and searcheth him. The lot causeth contentions to cease, and parteth between the mighty. A brother offended is harder to be won than a strong city, and their contentions are like the bars of a castle. A man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth, and with the increase of his lips shall he be filled. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing, and obtaineth favor of the Lord. The poor useth entreaties, but the rich answereth roughly. A man that hath friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. "3,000 years ago, a king wrote down what he observed about human nature. He watched men isolate themselves and call it wisdom. He watched fools speak and call it strength. And what he saw then is what we live through every single day." Chapter 18 of Proverbs is a chapter about the mouth, and the wars it starts, the walls it builds, and the worlds it destroys. Solomon opens with a warning that cuts directly at the culture of self-reliance. The man who separates himself from community and counsel is not a visionary. He is a danger to himself. Isolation without wisdom is just pride, wearing a robe of solitude. Then Solomon turns to the fool. The fool has no interest in understanding. He is only interested in being heard. Look at every comment section, every debate, every argument that has lasted longer than it should, and you will find this person. He is not there to learn. He is there to perform. The tongue gets its full indictment here. Words wound. Words go deep. Deeper than the moment, deeper than the conversation. The talebearer thinks gossip is harmless. Solomon says it enters the body like a blade and settles in the innermost parts. What you say about someone in private does not stay private. It lives in whoever heard it. But the chapter also offers a way out. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. When your spirit is wounded, and a wounded spirit is the one burden no human strength can carry, there is a refuge that does not depend on your status, your wealth, or your reputation. The rich man trusts in his walls. Solomon says those walls exist only in his own conceit. Humility comes before honor, not talent, not networking, not luck. Humility, the willingness to hear the full story before you speak, the courage to remain teachable when you think you already know. That is the seed of every lasting honor. And at the end, Solomon gives us the two faces of human relationship: the man who has many friends but proves unreliable, and the rare friend who stays closer than a brother. Seek that friend. Be that friend. Everything else fades. If you want more wisdom from Proverbs, return tomorrow for chapter 19.